Well, what's on today, YouTube? I've been asked to make a couple of photos or a video of what I've got on offer as far as the way of tool and cutter grinders that I'm putting up, and surface grinder, and also I'm going to ensure that I'm buying the right parts for the Harrow Workhead that I put up yesterday. I believe it's International 51 end and 5 miles tape at the other, and we'll get that a go and find out. But I'll walk you around the old Cincinnati first and then out to the J&S 540, and you can see what I'm offering. Okay, this is from the front of the machine. A little bit on the dirty side, but it's got the adjustable table stops, and it's also a universal grinder with the swivel table. The collets at the end don't go with it, or the spray mist adapter. There's a high-speed spindle for it. I want one set of wheel guards. Here's the centre height gauge and a couple of centres, and I'll walk you around the other side of it. Okay, I'll be keeping those two vices. There's a diamond dresser, a couple of bases and flanges, a universal bracket, transformer for the light. I'll keep the magnetic chuck, a couple of wheel arbors, and I think that's a dresser holder. I'm keeping those two spring-loaded stops. There's a quick action centre, once again high-speed head, and there's a whole lot of riser blocks and shafts. It does have the pulley on there already for the high-speed spindle, and I was eventually going to mount another motor up on top and drive off a pulley on that end. I think at the age of this machine, it's probably a late 40s or early 50s machine. All the electrics are at shit. They have been rejuvenated at some time, but no, switches like that and old rubber wiring, and I'm good friends of mine. I don't want to finish up dead. Under the rubble there is a universal workhead that is powered. I can't lift it out, it's too bloody heavy. Okay, we'll go back and look at the J&S machine now. Okay, we're in the carport, or the annex to in my shed. This is the old J&S 540. I've had it running. It does work reasonably well. The spindle or main spindle oil seal leaks and it empties out the reservoir fairly quickly. It works surprisingly well for an old girl. Stretch my old bones around the outer side. The fine feed knob has a lot of play in it, needs to be bushed, but you can dial up half a thou or less. I think I've got it down as low as 2/10. It has, I think it's an Eclipse magnetic chuck. It's got automatic cross feed. This lever here for the automatic down feed is jammed and I can't get it to operate. It's probably just not me working it properly. Got splash guards on it. Now if you don't lift it properly, it pisses oil all over the place. The hydraulics work. They didn't when I got it because the 4-pin plug was right back to front. The pump was running backwards, but the pump runs independently of the power. The left to right trip works quite well, and you have table speed and then the hydraulics on and off. So there's the two machines that I've got up on offer. As I said, I want to finish up with a flick grinder. You have to arrange transport, and if it's a forklift it'll have to be an off-road forklift. So I'll post this up on YouTube. Okay, I've established that this end is 5 Morse taper. It looks in reasonable condition, and I think that screw hole there is for a drive dog if you want to run cylindrical grinding operations on it. I'll be trying to get that pulley off there, I think, if I can find out how it's fixed. And this end looks like International 50. 70mm at the big end, so I'll go and have a look at the machinery handbook and see what size I need. I think for this end I'll get a 40 to 50 inter open end socket, so I can use a drawbar from the other end on the internal tool, and that will allow me to use all my inter 40 tooling off the turret mill on the tool and cutter grinder. Once again, I've got to say that that is a really well built workhead. I'm quite pleased with that. Absolutely lovely. Okay guys, I'll get this up for the fellas that need the footage on the grinders that are up for sale.